my life was the dream. My dream from the beginning was to photograph rock and roll stars. And it started with the Osmond Brothers. First tour was the Osmond Brothers. It was Rod Stewart and the Faces, their last tour. Then I went right into Elton John, the Yellow Brick Road. 10 weeks with Elton John, 44 shows. He was the biggest star at the time. Rod Stewart was the biggest star. Elton became the biggest star. Then I went out with Fleetwood Mac. They were huge at the time. That was 3 years of traveling and working with them. And then I transitioned into Michael. And that was 10 years of working with the biggest star in the world, wherever we went. It was living the dream. Introduced to Prince Charles. Michael said, Prince Charles, I'd like you to meet Princess Charles, Princess Diana. I'd like you to meet Sam Emerson, my photographer. Prince Charles leaned in and said, very nice suit, Mr. Emerson. I mean, how do you get better than that, right? So he asked Michael if I could work for him the next night. So I worked for Prince Charles the next night at the benefit at Wembley Stadium. And so my dream pretty much was realized. I lived the dream for years and years. Probably the last tour I did, last touring date was with Miley Cyrus. We did Europe, we did Dublin. Did London, and then we did Dublin. And that about cured me. I think I'd gotten too old to travel and do those things. So I transitioned into film business, shooting movies, shooting stills, doing posters, doing publicity, doing marketing. And now I've retired. I've hit 70 years old. I'm retired. And most of my days are spent now going back over those images, those millions of shots. And you come across pictures you don't remember shooting. I came across some stuff of Billy Joel and I went, oh goodness, I remember shooting it now, but it was so long ago. It's 45 years, 40 years ago. And you come across these images of people when they were young. Cher when she was young, Billy Joel when he was on his first tour, Bruce Springsteen in 1974 at the Roxy. And I got a picture of a guy holding his ticket. He was so proud he got his ticket. $15 to see Bruce Springsteen in a 300-seat hall. And so now basically I'm going through and cataloging and logging stuff and scanning images, because most people now don't even know what film is anymore. Most people now only know video. My daughter's never, I think my daughter shot film, but only because I've shot film. But I've been in Photoshop classes where they ask, who's scanning their film now? And I raise my hand. I'm the old guy. Nobody even knows what scanning film is. So now my time is spent scanning, organizing, maybe putting together a few shows. Hopefully someday putting together a book about what I've done in my life, without giving a lot of the details. But basically that's what I do now. I know it sounds boring, but you're basically reliving your life by looking at it brings back memories. Being with Stevie Nicks in France, traveling on that train, with Fleetwood Mac, all the great evenings with Elton John. I did 44 shows with him, and I'm looking at the pictures and I'm playing his music as I'm editing, and I still get chills. Every night for that tour, we did 44 shows. Every night at the beginning number, I got chills. It was so exciting. To hear the audience, to hear the screams, to see the smoke, to hear Funeral for a Friend, every night. I would love to have something happen here, and I'd love everybody to come and see my work.